Well, alrighty then. How you doing, my Jin? Um, this is Lucifer here, spiritual and business consultant. How are you guys doing? So, this is getting interesting because there's a lot of creepy crawlies that are coming out of the woodwork right now. There's a lot of creepy crawlies coming out of the woodwork. Uh, so this to me is even more. It's more a confirmation. To me, this is more confirmation. You know, it is what it is. Now, I don't know what everybody's problem is. I don't really care. Um, but one thing's for sure. Come on, man. You know you don't got this. Come on, man. You know you don't have this, man. You do not have this. This is not. This is not. Nah, nah. You ain't got this. Nah, bro. Like y'all. Hey, I don't know how. Well, I'm not gonna explain it. You're gonna see. Because what can I explain? There's nothing to explain. You're just gonna see. You know. Um. I find that to be very cowardice. It's like So the guy's not there, and now everybody, all the videos, all the negative videos are coming out, right? Like I checked out the channel 2 days ago, all the positive videos were there. All the videos that was saying that, oh, EA helped me, and and EA's a good guy, that's what popped up when you would search for him yesterday. And now today, all the videos are negative, right? Like they're all negative. It's also because of the algorithm and things like that. But like it's just you know. Anyway, so the creepy crawlies are coming out because this reminds me of the Tupac situation, right? Like Tupac died years ago, and all of a sudden everybody's disrespecting them. You know what I mean? Like everybody was cool with Tupac and shit like that. And all the people that was cool with Tupac are disrespecting him right now, bro. Like like why are you disrespecting the guy? He's dead, man. He didn't do nothing to you. He didn't do nothing bad to you. Why you disrespect? Anyway, so now we have a Tupac situation going on right now, man, where motherfuckers is like people are like, okay, now he's not on YouTube presently. Well, um, he's on YouTube presently. He's just um, unable to attend, and it's kind of like people are like, and now people are like saying, oh, this and that and this and that. That's cowardism, man. That's cowardism, man. It's not cool, bro. Like it's legit not cool, man. So um, shit. I saw a video and this guy was saying like, what about Jehovah and shit like that. I'm gonna reiterate because I don't know. I don't know EA's system. I don't know his system. I don't know how he functions. Not academically. I understand what he's doing. I understand who he is, but academically, I don't know about his system. I don't know about the system. The reason why I'm saying that is because there's a specific thing about like Jehovah in rituals. Because this guy was asking, well, why don't you um, instead of asking the demon, why don't you ask God? Uh, I can't talk for EA. I can't talk for EA, but or maybe I should talk for EA. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but me, in my case, um, from my understanding, in ritual books, God always pops up. There are zero, almost, almost close to bare none grimoires where God is not referenced. You know, there's a lot of rituals where you have to actually ask the archangels to protect you while you're doing the ritual, even as you're calling demons. You gotta call Gabrielle, Raphael, and the whole happy gang, the whole happy family, the Brady Bunch, in order to do your rituals, in order to call on the spirit that you want to call. So the whole thing about people saying Satanists believe in God too. Luciferians believe Satanists believe in God. You know, well, Luciferians too. It's just I'm not really a Luciferian. I'm a Luciferian by association, which means I believe the same doctrines, but I don't take it to that level. Like I'm not. I just don't take it to that level. It's not necessary to me, and I would do it, but I'm too intense. Like it would be like I would take everything seriously. So I can't be a Luciferian. I can't really be a Luciferian. I'd rather be by myself and not taint my practices than having to deal with a random house, whoever's chapter house is, well, we band up together from time to time and we're just chilling shit. No, 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 no. We are going to build a relationship, nigga. You know what I mean, bro? Like we are deep in this shit. You know what I mean? Like if we burn alive, we burn tonight, nogga. Type of shit. That's how I see shit, and that's how I like it. That's just how I like it. So that's why but Luciferians are more closer to me than Satanism. Because I believe that I am a god, and I believe that I have the power to create gods, um, and that's more of Luciferianism than Satanism. You know, um, but in both cases, they both still use the name of God in their things. There's a lot of magic practitioner, that believe that you know calling God is the best way. Calling God and his archangels is the best way to protect yourself while doing the ritual. I don't see the purpose. Um, I don't. Well, the thing is, I'm kind of well, I don't. I'm irate. So maybe that's the reason why I can do the things I do without using God's name in any shape or fashion. Um, I don't know. I don't. I'm not. I'm not quite clear on that. But from my experience, I mean, the reason to answer your question from my standpoint, the reason why I don't use God is because I don't believe in Him. I don't believe that He exists. I don't believe in Him. I don't see Him. I don't believe in Him. So I can't really use the power of something I don't believe in. And what I mean is I know He exists, whatever that thing is. I know it exists, right? And to me, you know what? I'm gonna stop bullshitting. Um, Look, I'm Lucifer, so I don't need to use God in my rituals because I'm the goddamn king of hell. you know, like I don't, so I don't care. I just don't need to. It's not, and to be quite honest, I would suggest somebody else to do the same fucking thing. Because I'm angry and I don't like what's been done to me. I don't like what has been done to my I don't like what's been done to my face. I don't like what's been done to my personality. I don't like what's being done to my name. A lot of people blame Lucifer for a lot of things, and it's all misconstrued, and it's all the topsy turvy. It's a bunch of shit that don't make sense. And so I mean, I guess if it makes you feel better to call God while you're doing the ritual, well, I guess whatever, you know, uh, you know, it's your business. But me personally, it doesn't make me feel better. I think it would ruin my ritual. Actually, I think it would ruin everything, and I don't like. I mean, I used to call these angels my brothers at one time, but in the coming war that's coming, well, in the coming war, in the war that we're fighting right now, I do believe that some of my brothers will see the light. You know, I think they'll see the light. I think they'll see what's really going on. But right now, the thing is, I can't really defend myself from all those accusations. So I rather not speak because there's no. I'm just not gonna win this battle. You know what I mean? Like only time will tell. If I try to go to court and explain my position, it will not be received because everybody over there is like super enthralled by the notion of holiness and yada yada yada. So that's my reason why I don't ask Jehovah for nothing. I don't know what my other demons' problem is. I mean that as a joke, by the way. They don't have a problem. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why they feel like they need protection from me, because the guy that you're calling to protect you is actually kind of technically worse than me. And what I mean by that is I don't mean by oh a guy that's super dangerous and he's a freaking savage and then none. What I mean is uh you know what I mean is what do I mean by that? What I mean is God will do things to you that I don't even have the um I don't even have the gall of doing to other people. Like it's beyond insanity. So anybody that's watching this video right now, anybody that's watching this video right now, that's might complain about, how do I say it? They might complain about, oh well, Luciferians do this and Satanists do that, and yeah, and it's kind of, like, I love you guys. I love you guys. Just that I understand where you're coming from and what you mean when you're like, oh, why don't you ask God? Because you think God is, great, you know. So I completely understand what you mean. But at the same time, you gotta understand what I mean. When I'm saying, like, well, you can't really. I mean, why would you ask him for help? You're asking me for help, but you're asking him to protect you while I'm helping you. Like, what's up with this picture? So I don't know. And another thing is, to be quite honest, I mean, when's the last time God actually helped anyone? Just, you know, you know, like, it's, you know, it's not, and the thing is, the cool part is at least other gods actually help you with what you need to do, and they'll teach you, and you'll understand certain things. So look, when you're, I'm not gonna say warrior because I don't want to sound standoff-ish. What I am gonna say is that when you are inclined to confront life, or when you're not inclined to confront life, uh, well, when you're not inclined to confront life and you pray, and you ask for God, and things of that manner, and things like that, uh, of course you're gonna feel that he's there. You're gonna feel like, oh well, this is a miracle happened over here and a miracle happened over there, and yada 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 blah blah blah. But then, when you see the injustice in the world, and you're kind of like, well, this ain't right, I should do something about that. Or this person is being acting a little bit extra right now, I should totally do something about that too. That's where the shit hits the fan. That's where the shit hits the fan. That's where everything breaks loose, because you're standing there with your dick in your hand, and you're wanking off against the wind, right? That's what happens when you're with God, and you try to fight even though you're not supposed to. Like Joshua, he told you, whatever you see, just keep walking. The thing I don't understand with Christians. This is one thing I don't understand with Christians. Okay, You have all this power, right? There's a bunch of shit going on, but you don't use that power to do shit about all the crap that's going on. And then when somebody confronts you about that, you're like, oh, well, it's not, that's not our job. Who the fuck's job is it? Who the fuck's job is it? And what I mean by, well, it's God's job to judge. Only God can judge. Yeah. Well, maybe that's not necessarily all factual. Because at the end of the day, this is my planet. At the end of the day, this is my world. I do what I please. And if I feel like helping out somebody, well, god damn it, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. If I feel like, being here for someone, well, that's what I'm gonna do. But when you tell me that me helping out somebody or me being there for someone is bad, there's a little bit of a problem there. And even if you're right that it's bad, you said you can't judge me, right? But you are judging me. You're judging me because I'm doing something that you don't like. So what's the difference here? So who's really responsible for shit? This is your world. This is my world. This is both of ours world, right? So we're supposed to be here for each other. We're supposed to be here for each other. We're supposed to appreciate what we have. And we don't. We don't. So every day you wake up and you give this world up to somebody else. Every day you wake up, you give this world to somebody else. This is somebody else's world. This is somebody, oh, it's God. God is going to take care of it. This ain't my responsibility. And then you're going to ask me why I don't include him in what I want. Because he's not going to give me what I want. So I'm going to go see somebody that will. Period. I'm going to go see somebody that will. If you can't give me what I need, I'm going to go see somebody that can give me what I need. Facts. The thing is, people have morals. Some people have morals, some people have principles, right? Some people have principles, some people have morals. Not everybody. Some people that have a clear lack of morals. Some people have a clear lack of principalities. That's obvious. Everybody knows that. That's no big secret. But the thing is, if you're telling me, because you gotta have a balance, obviously. You gotta have a balance, obviously. But you can't really. I mean, you can't tell me 100% of the time you're not supposed to be doing shit 100% of the time, because the other side, balance or debalance as they are, they're doing whatever the fuck they want. So the longer you sit there with your God guy, your God buddy, the more space you're giving the other side to do whatever the fuck they want. Whatever that is. I don't know and I don't care. See, me, I'm a fun loving guy. I like fun things. I like having fun. I like when people have fun. I like seeing other people having fun. I'm a fun loving guy. I'm a fun loving God. So to me, when God comes into the situation, God comes into the equation, and you can't have any fun, that's a problem to me. It's not that I hate a specific set of people. It's not that I don't hate anybody. I don't have time to hate. I don't have time to hate. Why would I sit there and hate somebody? I don't have time to hate people. That's unimportant. It's like it's the most unimportant afterthought in the universe. Hating is for people that don't have anything to do. That's what hating is for. Hating is for somebody that has nothing to do, bro. Like only people that have nothing to do hate. Because the people that are having fun, they don't hate because they're too busy having fun to be hating anybody. But the thing is, where does the hate come from? Where does the hate come from, bro? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. It certainly doesn't come from me. As hard as it is to believe, because I'm too busy doing other things to create hate. I don't create hate. Humans have the capability to create hate. Humans have an unwielding affinity to create hate. It's not me doing that. It's not me doing that. I don't have to do that. I don't need to do that. I have a lot more fun with people being who they are, acting like who they are on a regular basis, than hate. I love this world. I love this 5-dimensional, 4-dimensional, whatever the fuck this is. It's amusing. It's lovely. You can have all sorts of wild pleasures here. Of course, I can indulge in those pleasures with people that I usually spend time with. But come on, an immortal soul without anything new ever? That's crazy. I mean, look at your nonsense about like going to heaven to praise God for eternity. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, bro. Do you even realize what that means? You're going to be standing still for the rest of eternity in front of a throne saying the same shit over and over again. And for some freaking reason, you think that's where you're supposed to end up. That's what you're supposed to do in your life. No, man. No. You're supposed to be out here doing stupid stuff, making mistakes, learning from your mistakes, until you become so good at whatever you do that you actually become a god of whatever the fuck the thing that you do. That's the true purpose of life. To become so good at being yourself that you are your ultimate self. Your omega fucking level. That's the point. Not to go somewhere in heaven and sit there in front of, standing still, dressed in all white and standing still in front of a throne and repeating the same shit over and over and over again. For I don't know how long, bro. That sounds like a Catholic school punishment, if you ask me. When the teacher tells you to go in the corner of the class, just stand in front of the corner. That's what heaven is. Standing in the corner for eternity. So no, I don't put God in my rituals. I don't need to either. God is about the mind. The gods are about the mind. The gods are about the mind. They're not about all that garbage that you guys are, smoking. You know what I mean? I mean no disrespect. Trust me. But, that's not it, man. That whole, that's not it, man. Like that, it's just it's not. You know what I mean? Like nah. Nah. The thing is, when you're fighting to be free, you got to do some wild fucking shit sometimes, and that's why those things happen the way they happen, and people be like, oh well, he did this and he did that and that. Well, shit happens. Sue me. It was for a good reason any fucking ways. So that's why I don't put him in my fucking prayers, because there's no fucking point to do that any motherfucking way. It's ridiculous. It's just beyond nonsense. And anybody that does that kind of shit is crazy as hell. I'm kidding, man. It's it's a process. It's a process that a lot of people will, evidently end up understanding at some fucking point. Because we are not the enemy. We just look like it. And the worst part is, it wasn't our choice to look the way we look. We were made like that. So a lot of people will be like, well, a lot of people is going to be like, well, a lot of people are gonna be like, well, they look evil and do evil things and blah blah blah, and it doesn't mean shit. I mean, like, to me, it just shows how much you believe in your God. So because I look like a snake, I have big old fangs, I have snake looking eyes, and all sorts of unnatural features. So that means I'm not good enough for you. like, like I'm what does that mean? Like, so if your God, so if your God looked like me, would you still believe in him? Like, what if your God was I don't know, was a jackal, right, with the mouth of a lion or something like that, right? Would you still believe in him? Would you give up on him because he doesn't look like what society aesthetically thinks looks good? I don't live my life like that, man. I don't judge people on their appearances, man. We look the way we look. It wasn't our choice. I don't have a problem with it, but I'm just saying, you know, it's kind of, yeah, it's hypocritical. It's very hypocritical, man. You know, because the thing is, everybody that's talking right now are people that never even tried to speak to me. Everybody that's talking right now is a bunch of people that never even tried. And some of the people that tried already taught they knew who I was. So there was no actual conversation. You just assumed that that's what I was, so that's what you expected. So that's the only thing I can actually give you. Because you're probably not going to hear anything else. Which is modestly not very true. I'll still reach you in any shape or form. I don't have to use telepathy. I don't have to use, synchronicities are things that I can use too. All these things are things that I can use. Telepathy, synchronicity, all that. Imagery. I can use all those things to reach you. And when I reach you, you'll know it's me because I will be teaching you. I'm not going to be hindering you. Well, not on purpose anyway. And if I hinder you, there's probably something to learn in that. So, like I said before, right now I'm defending myself. I have to stop doing that because there's no point. Nobody's going to listen or try to understand. There's a lot of people that's going to listen and they're going to try to understand. But the fear is the problem. And of course, it's okay to fear certain things sometimes. But still, indoctrination, fear concepts, things of that matter, it has to stop. You see, now, there's a war brewing. There's a war that we're fighting right now. A lot of people think we're going to lose. A lot of people think that the resistance, or whatever you want to call it, I don't even know what to call it myself, to be quite honest. But let's put it like this. A lot of people think freedom is going to lose. The New World Order. All these witches out here slandering people, doing propaganda. A lot of people think freedom is going down the drain. But mind you, if you think Lucifer is a monster, if you think Lucifer is horrible, tell yourself this: Lucifer was the first one to be free. Careful what you wish for, you just might get it. ah, 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 ah. You know, it was the first one to be free. So let that sink in and marinate for a second, while all these guys are screaming "Hail Satan" and all kinds of nonsense and shit. Let that marinate. I know how it feels to be free. I know the ecstasy that comes from being free. And we will be free. See you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one. This goes out to all the real magicians out there, the real alchemists, all the real scientists, all the real philosophers. Shit, I'll even say it, all the real prophets. You know, that are out there. Like Bobby Hemmett, something like that. I don't remember his name, but he's a cool dude. Bobby Hemmett, yeah. You're a cool dude. He should stop with all that, you know, white people's the devil shit, but I like him. See you guys later.